يا شبابا قد أنابا وإلى الله استجابا إن من يرجو الثواب لا يبالي بالصعاب في سبيل الله نمضي نبتغي رفع اللواء فليعد للدين مجد وليعد للدين عز منا الدماء يا شبابا قد أنابا.
The impression I had of Ireland in general was that it's a very inviting and warm country. It was very inviting to me, not just because of the fact that I'm half Irish, but because of the fact that the Irish are generally welcoming people in general. And the reception that I received from the Muslim community was amazing. They hosted me and made me feel very welcome. They made me feel a part of them. They made me feel like, you know, I'm attached to the community here in Ireland. So I was very honored and pleased with the reception that I was given here. And the thing that I did notice about Ireland in general was that it is very fertile soil as far as the ability to be able to spread Islam. The negative stigma that a lot of the world has against Islam and Muslims is not the general perception that you feel walking the streets here in Ireland in the major cities I went to, Dublin, Cork, Galway, Belfast, which is Ireland, but technically under Britain rule, but it was still very an inviting atmosphere. And I think that as Muslims we should take some consideration for that fact. We should take some recognition of that fact and use that to our advantage to be able to spread Islam here in Ireland. And not only to spread Islam, but with the vision that we want the entire country of Islam, of Ireland, to come under the banner of Islam, to accept Islam. That would be for the benefit of them all. But if that is not, and we should never doubt for one moment that is beyond the scope of what Allah Azza wa Jal can do, because we do not doubt Allah's abilities whatsoever at all. But if that does not happen, then we at least create an atmosphere where Muslims can practice their religion without fear, without worry, without fear of reproach, without fear of stigmatism coming against them, without fear of harm coming upon them because of their religion here in Ireland. And if we can create that type of society here in Ireland, that type of atmosphere, it would not only be for the benefit and betterment of the people of Ireland, Muslim and non-Muslim, it would be of great benefit to the Muslim community and could become a place where Muslims from all over the world would say that if you want a good place to go to practice your deen, go to Ireland. I think that would be the best thing that we could do as Muslims living in Ireland for Ireland. So my reception was very warm and welcoming by both Muslims and non-Muslims, and I truly thank Allah for it and thank the people of Ireland and the Muslim community in general. The expectations that I would like to have for the Muslim community here in Ireland is that the Muslims here take a realization of the blessings that they have been given to live here in Ireland. As traveling around in Ireland, I have seen that the country of Ireland is somewhat very fertile soil for the spreading of Islam, for the planting of seeds of Islam here in Ireland, for the planting of the seeds of Tawheed and Allah, and to be a benefit of the Muslims. And my expectations and my hopes, as I was speaking with brothers and sisters here tonight, is that Muslims here in Ireland take advantage of that before it's too late. We take advantage of that to spread Islam here in Ireland with the hopes of creating a country that is not, if by possibility is not able to come all in mass into Islam, which is possible, and we should not think anything less of Allah Azza wa Jal, that anything is possible for Allah, but that should be our vision. But if we're not able to do that here in Ireland, then we at least create an atmosphere where Muslims can live and practice their Islam free from worry or fear of harm or reproach for this cause. And I think if Muslims in Ireland get that thought process, you guys could create an environment here that Muslims all over the world would seek to even flock to. Because the places that we have been going for the past 20, 30 years are not the most inviting places for Muslims anymore. But here in Ireland, I felt very comfortable. I didn't feel the same stigma and negativity that I did walking the streets of a lot of different places that I have in the world. So I very much enjoyed that, and I think we should take a benefit of that. And you guys should take that and move forward with it to create an environment for the betterment of Islam and for the betterment of Muslims nationwide.